of Ijeja. I'm also the Alakoso Aje Agaye today due to popular demand. Because everybody has been like, oh, all you talk about is Yemoja. Talk about Olokun now. Are you not a child of Olokun too? So yeah, at least after this, I'll be able to rest a bit. So let's talk about Olokun. Who is Olokun? Olokun, as you all know, is a Yoruba word, which means the owner of Okun, the owner of the sea. Olokun is the Orisha of deep sea. She is the ruler of all water. Sorry, you can say he or she. Olokun is neither a male or female. In some places, they call her she. In some places, it is he. But I don't know. Depends on what you want to, or the tribe you're from, and how they see Olokun at the place where you're from, or where your Olokun was done, or where you were crowned your Orisha. Olokun is also the parent of Aje, or indirectly, let me say Olokun is the owner of Aje. Aje is also Aje Olokun. Aje is wealth. Aje is cows. In those days, people trade with cows. Aje now is money. Yeah, Aje is money, wealth. Yeah, people normally confuse Aje with Olokun. Like you go to some places, you say, I want to do Olokun. They tell you, is Aje still? No, there's a difference. Aje is Aje, and Olokun is Olokun. Olokun is the parent of Aje. So if you do your Aje pot, doesn't mean you have Olokun. Or if you have Aje, they give you the Aje, Orisha to take over one, I don't know. Doesn't mean it is you have Olokun. Doesn't mean you've crowned Olokun. Aje on his own is Aje. Olokun is Olokun. All Orishas have Aje. Like definitely before you do anything, you have to acts of Aje, acts of wealth. If you don't have money, you can't crown Orisha. Instead, it's rich people or people that are buoyant that crown Orisha. Orisha is not for the poor because you have to serve your deities. You have to serve your Orisha. So anything you do with Orisha has to involve Aje. Olokun is a very powerful god. Yeah, a powerful goddess, or should I say powerful? Anyone you call it. But Olokun is a very powerful Orisha. Olokun is a very jealous Orisha, and she's the most jealous. I'm going to use she because at times I like to classify my Olokun as my mother. Yeah, I always say so. I call Olokun my mother because she's the owner of my head. She's my head Orisha, my number one Orisha. After my Olokun comes my Yemoja, that's what they call Manuota in some places, Obatala and all other Orishas that I have. But Olokun is the owner of my head. I'm a child of Olokun. I crowned my Olokun before crowning other Orishas. Before Yemoja decided, okay, I'm going to take you along. Before Batalatu came, Shango came, like that. But Olokun is the mother of my head. She's my head Orisha. So Olokun, as we all say, which is a Yoruba word, is worshipped in Togo, Cotonou, Caribbean, Nigeria. Most people say Olokun is from Edo State. That's what most people say. I am from Edo State. Yeah, 80% of indigenes in Edo worship Olokun. Some people say it's from Togo, some people say from Cotonou. People in Lagos State too, Yoruba people, everywhere to worship Olokun because water is everywhere. But people love to say Olokun itself came from Edo State. But whichever, Olokun is here to stay. So yeah, Olokun is worshipped in the Caribbean too. Yeah, Lukumi and all. Yeah, Olokun is worshipped there too. I for one was born into an Olokun family. I always say that, I don't hide it. My great grandma was an Olokun priestess in my village, the chief priest of Olokun in my village. She died, and nobody wanted to come up with it. Everybody was like, oh, I'm woke, I'm this, I can't do this, I can't do that. And here I am. As a reincarnated child, I decided to take it on myself. I didn't even decide. Olokun came for me like, my dear, you are for me, you're not going anywhere. No regrets though. So Olokun is a very strong goddess, or anyone. She's very jealous, like I said, and if you run from her, she has a way of getting you back. by fire by force. No matter what you do, if you are for Olokun, Olokun will always come for you. You know, I'm from a Catholic family. My dad's side, yeah, the child is owned by. In Africa, it's the father that owns the child. So my dad's side, they are very strong Catholics. I remember then they would force me to go to church, and I would be fighting. I'm not going. I would try to bring up one excuse or the other. I don't have a new clothes. I don't have a new shoe. I don't feel like going. I'm not feeling fine. This, that. You know, I was very, very rebellious, and nobody knew what was happening. But I remember my dad, like, I don't know. I think he took us to a church, one select church or so, and they told him something. You know, now he won't want to tell you, but my popsy is someone that keeps things to himself. He just looked at me, and I was like, oh, why is this man looking at me like this? And since that day, my popsy was very nice to me. He stopped, complaining anything I do. I was like, this one that I'm getting away with anything I do to my popsy. What's happening? Probably he was told and he didn't want to tell me. But at the long run, with the stubbornness and everything, I was very, very rebellious. After misbehaving and all sorts, if my popsy should scold me or anything, the next thing something will just tell me, stand up and go to Delta State. Stand up and go to Delta State. And I'll be like, Delta State. I would just find myself in Delta State. Like, I'll just find myself there. At times 4 a.m., 5 a.m., I could just ask someone, please give me transport, I want to go to so place, and I would just find myself. Then my grandma will open the door and she'll be like, who's this child? What are you doing here? 4 a.m., 5 a.m. When she looks at me, look at me, she'll be like, oh, I know why you are here. The next thing she'll do, early in the morning, you see my grandma, doing all sorts, giving offering to the Orisha pot. I had my Orisha pot right from birth. Doing all sorts to the Orisha pot, and then I will be calm. This thing kept on happening, even to the time my dad had to write to the Oba, the OB of that particular place to ban me from coming, that I was always leaving the house and coming to my grandma. And also I noticed at times I could just be very, very stubborn, very, very rebellious. And instead of my grandma getting angry, she would say, oh, my mother has come. Then she will go and, serve my Olokun pot. Then I'll be calm. But, she kept on thinking in my ear, you're a child of Olokun. You reconnected my mom. So, anytime, but she didn't really, she didn't really tell me, okay, you have to do it this way, you have to do it that way. So while growing up, I got to find out, okay, this is what my grandma was doing, and this is what I have to do, and also, because if she had told me, then I don't think I would have been taking it serious, So, along the long run, I kept on seeing my grandma's picture in the house with the, Olokun and Taya and all sorts. Then I asked my grandma, you said I reconnected this woman, why is she always dressed in white? Why is she always dressed with white chalk? Olokun likes white chalk, Efun, what you remember for Efun. And my grandma kept on telling me, say, when it's time, you would know. And I was like, okay. That was it. And, here I am today. Although, yeah, I am supposed to always be dressed in white, but a girl gotta do what she gotta do, I can't kill myself. I know when the time comes, when we get to that stage, we'll cross it, but I'm still trying. I make sure I don't have black on, and I still try to have a little bit of white, wear a little bit of white. So, let's talk about the traits and what to expect as a child of Olokun. Children of Olokun are very, very rebellious. That's most times when they've not crowned their Orishas. So, like I said, Olokun is a very powerful Orisha, I believe Olokun is male, but, I call mine my mom. I call Olokun female. So, like I said, it depends on what you choose to call your Orisha, because Olokun is neither male nor female. She can be male, she can be female, she's androgynous, But at times, because of this concept, at times a child of Olokun tends to be like a man. Yeah, like me, I call my mother, but where I'm from, Edo State, Olokun is male. And I see some traits to really believe that Olokun is male, A child of Olokun, which is a female child of Olokun, can be calm as a woman today, and tomorrow can be very, very stubborn. Like, Like she behaves like the man of the house, like the senior brother you have. Like I don't know. She could just take up position of the firstborn, the male firstborn. Character wise, I'm not talking about children of Olokun are always like a man today and a woman tomorrow. I don't know how to explain that to you, though. Like she can be very cool, like a wife, a daughter, girly today, and tomorrow she's all tomboy. Like, hey, what's up? Like she's like the man, They have two sides. They love being very dependent. I think that's the manly part of being a daughter of Olokun. But when it comes to the male and the female, they love being independent. Children of Olokun don't want you to do it for them. They rather you teach them how to fish than for you to give them fish. I don't know if you understand. There's this joy that comes in them being very, very independent. They love their dependency. Probably because they are the Ajay themselves. They believe, oh, I'm a child of wealth. I'm supposed to be wealthy, take care of myself, so you don't have to give me. You understand? Like they love it when they are independent. A child of Olokun can be down today, like emotionally down, but because of that pride in the fact that, oh, I don't want people to see me when I'm down, I want people to see me as this person that has it all together, because I believe I'm a man, I believe I'm supposed to put it all together, I'm supposed to have it all together. You won't see me at my weakness. That is a child of Olokun. Like they can be hurting, crying inside there, and when someone is coming, they're like, okay, hi. That's a child of Olokun for you. They're all boss of like, oh, nothing is wrong. They would never tell you if they're down, if they're feeling bad. No, they know how to dust themselves up. I don't know if you get it. They know how to put themselves through. They would never let you see them at their worst. The children of Olokun, that's for you. Very, very independent, and then they rather get things done by themselves. If one is not careful, a child of Olokun will find it very, very hard to stay under a man. Yeah. If you're not careful and you're a child of Olokun, you find it very hard to stay under the man. 50% of Olokun worshipper or Olokun priests for a woman are always single. Yeah, I said it. Check. It takes the grace of God. It takes the grace of a lady Mary. It takes continuous appeasing. It takes a woman who wants to fight to be under a man, a good woman too, and it takes a whole lot. Probably if you're married to someone who understands, oh, okay, she's an Olokun child, this is her characteristics, this is the way she has to behave, or okay, let me just put up with her because this is who she is, who understands you. Most times, a child of Olokun, after divination, is always told to get married to a woli, that's a spiritual afa or an Ifa priest. Yeah. To be able to stay in a marriage, like to be able to cope with marital life, like to be under a man, because most Olokun children are men by themselves, So you can't have two captains in a ship, You can't have two men, two men. I don't know how to put. You can't have two bosses in a place. I don't know if you understand. So you need someone who has a spiritual eye, who understands spirituality to keep you, as an Olokun child, and not a priest or priestess, as a child of Olokun. It takes someone who knows what it is, like who understands what Olokun is, to sail through marital life. If a child of Olokun is not careful, you'll be labeled a witch. Why? How? Okay. Children of Olokun, they have this ashe on their tongue. Yeah. So whatever they say comes to pass. So one must be very careful not to offend a child of Olokun. Or being a child of Olokun, you have to be very careful what things you say with your mouth, because anything you say with your mouth, would actually happen. Children of Olokun also have the gifts of dreams. Yeah, they also have the gift of dreams. There is this they have almost the same characteristics with children of Nemoda. They are both water orishas. So almost, I think 70%. There's 30% difference. A child of Nemoda is cool-headed, most cool-headed, but a child of Olokun, you You understand? So that being cool for a child of Olokun is just, you know, they can be cool, yeah, at times, but it's hard for you to see a child of Olokun staying still like this. There's always a movement. I remember being young then, my dad would say, stay still. No how. I must move. Because the sea is always moving. I don't know if you get it. The sea is always moving. So it's hard for you to see a child of Olokun being still. It's hard it's hard to see a child of Olokun staying stagnant in one particular place. It's hard. They get bored easily. Like they want to move, They want to move. They want to leave. They want to, the beach is not still. The beach does not stay still. So the same thing that happens to a child of Olokun, they have to move, they have to see what's out there, they have to explore, they can't be still, and you can't control them. You can't tell a child of Olokun, do this. No, it's going to work. They will counter you. Why do I have to do that? It's not easy to control a child of Olokun because by themselves, they are bosses, they are kings and queens. You can't tell a queen to do this, you can't tell a king to do that. I don't know if you get it. They are the controller of their own universe, So that's why it's hard for you to see a child of Olokun whose head is, it takes a whole lot of work, a whole lot of appeasing, a whole lot of, you have to appease your rishas, you have to beg, It's a whole lot of work. Same reason why you see children of Olokun are almost the leader of their gang, They're always the boss of their crew, They don't like to be underneath. That's why you can't see two Olokun being friends, Children of Olokun, they can't be friends for long. They must have issues, they must fight, there must be something they won't agree on because you can't have two captains in the ship, Their friendship does not last. It's either a child of Olokun is a friend with a child of Yemoja, or other Orishas, a child of Olokun is a friend with a child of Oshun because they attract all water Orishas too. The child of Olokun is a friend with a child of Erinle, like that. Yeah, it happens. The child of Olokun too, the child of Shongoti, it's gonna explode. It's not easy being friends with them too because even if you have something in mind, something bad thoughts in mind for them, they'll get to see it. Once they sleep, they wake up in the dreams. It's open, they get to know, this person about to harm me, you understand? You can't gossip about a child of Olokun and the secret does not come out, they have this gift, Olokun is the keeper of all secrets. So by the time you want to keep, you tend to keep negative thoughts, negative vibes towards a child of Olokun, it's out, like everybody gets to know about it, it's in the open, and you yourself will be like, is this person possessed, is this person a witch? No, that person is a child of Olokun. You can't do any evil to a child of Olokun because Olokun is very, very protective of our children, like overprotective of our children. Children of Olokun are mostly givers, they can give you the last penny in their hand, and once they give it to you, it comes back because they are Ajay themselves, wealth, they call wealth themselves because they are the owner of wealth, It's hard for you to see a child of Olokun that's not doing well, it's very, very hard, and another thing again is if you're not careful being a child of Olokun, you are going to end up being burst. In short, most 60% of children of Olokun are very burst because they are mothers, spiritually they are mothers, mother of all other water. Children of Olokun too are always heavy in the backside, most of them. And if you're a child of Olokun, you have to be very careful what you eat because there's that tendency that you are going to be fat. Yeah, Olokun, the owner of all water bodies, you understand? So she's always full, the sea is always full. So there's this tendency of you being full in figure, So you have to watch your weight and be careful what you take in or else you're going to be very, 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 very big. Unlike other Orishas, children of Olokun are very, very rare. Like, it takes in 10, just one. They are not common. Before you see a child of Olokun, they are rare. And once you see one, you know, there's something different about this person. There's always that manly vibe, there's always that, wanting to do it themselves. And I think 60, 40 or 30, if not careful, end up being single parents because they want to be in control, Being controlled by someone else is very, 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 very hard, because on their own they are bosses, they get things done themselves, and they know how to provide for themselves also, because they are the children, the owner of Ajay, so no matter what happens, they know they can get it. So being 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 under a man, is always hard. It takes the grace of Eledumare, like I said, and someone who is ready to see through you, who understands you spiritually. Children of Olokun are at times extroverts, at times introverts. They can be the outgoing type. They just want to be inside. Same thing with Imoja, like I said. They are neither here or there. Today they can be nice, and tomorrow they just want to be like, oh, I don't want to see you. Next tomorrow they cannot be like, okay, I want to be out there. They are neither there. They are extrovert nor introvert. And be careful not to make a child of Olokun try. Yeah, because the children of Olokun, Olokun is quick to give justice to whoever hurts a child. Like I said, she's very, very, very protective of a child. So you have to be very, very careful what you do. So yeah, that's it for today. Like, subscribe, and share. Then if you want me to discuss about any Orisha, or you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Then I could take up your topic for our next discussion. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you soon. Ciao. Happy New Year again. Bye.